Fellas, I have some bangers for you today. Due to my modded playthrough, I haven't taken a moment to just showcase some good mods in a while. So here's the best of what's been released in just the last few months. As always, links to every mod will be in the description. First, I have the Happy Home Designer mod by Till2Killikin, and that's the way I'm gonna say that name. Basically, it adds a better interface for decorating your house. You just click on an item, place it, as much as you want. It's a lot quicker than entering the menu and then exiting every single time you want to get an item. This makes decorating a lot quicker, and it's not overpowered or anything because you get the item for free just like you would normally. This effect also extends to the regular catalog where you can change the wallpapers and flooring of any room, and it just affects whatever room you're standing in currently. Additionally, if you have both items in your inventory, you can craft them together to make one combined Happy Home catalog. And now there's a large tab at the top that can change between the catalog and the furniture catalog. You can also add items to your favorites if you use them often, and have them put into a separate tab. The next mod I'd like to go over is simply called Fast Loads by Spages. If you use mods, especially a lot of them, you know what that does to your load times. For my expanded series, which has about 120 mods at this point, it takes almost a minute to load each day. So I think the best way to test if this mod works is to simply load a file. This is my modded file with 116 mods, and see how long it takes to load compared to not having the mod and having the mod. You can see even this screen's taking a while. We'll have without the fast load mod on the left and with the fast load mod on the right. So without the fast load mod, it took about 57 seconds, and with it almost halved it to 35 seconds. Not instantaneous, but it is an improvement, and you have absolutely no reason to not use this mod. I should mention that this is the same effect that the Sprite Master mod adds, but I mean, it also adds this blurring effect to sprites, and why would you do that? It looks like one of those cheap mobile ports that we used to get before they realized that it looked absolutely awful. I mean, look at this. We live in a very divided world, and the two sides are sprite smoothing and anti-sprite smoothing. One of the most common criticisms I see for Stardew Valley is how little the children matter. This mod aims to fix that. Immersive Family aims to improve every aspect of having a family, from marriage to having children. Your kids will now have events, such as right here we can see that this is the event of them being born, to make it feel like it's more important instead of just they appear one night and they grow up randomly and no one says a thing about it. There's 23 of these cutscenes, and you'll frequently see them after having a kid. Other people will even comment on these recent scenes that you've seen, such as us not getting a lot of sleep, and other people are like, hey, you look like you're tired. And I even get milk! And other people will even mention your child, really making them feel like part of the community, and not just a sprite that walks around your house every now and again. One thing that's really nice and shows a lot of effort from the mod developer is that they listed a bunch of specific compatibility issues and what options to choose when it comes to other mods that also affect your kids. It's not often you get an expansion mod, and one area that's usually not touched is the Witch's Swamp. No longer. Distant Lands by Imon111 expands the Witch's Swamp. There's several different recolors and waters, just in case you have a visual mod that doesn't quite align with it. The Goblin is now a giftable NPC, along with several hard events that award both cooking and crafting ingredients. His name's Zik. There's new forageables, as well as new crops for you to grow. And you may have heard of the Electo the Witch mod, which adds the witch as an NPC, and this is compatible with that, adding more new scenes for her. Pretty neat. Next, I'd like to introduce Farmer's Market Furniture by Heimtarts and Wildflower. This adds a new crafting recipe, the Produce Packer, and if you use 5 of any crop and wood on it, it will make a crate that you can place on a table as decoration. At Robin's, you can buy a bunch of decorations if you'd rather buy them rather than craft them. And when you're placing them down, you can press the rotate button and it'll turn into a different kind of display. I find that this pairs really nicely with mods like the Market Day mod, where you actually have a market that you sell at. but it's good for just regular decorations as well. The modding scene never ceases to amaze me. Every month it seems like there's another breakthrough mod that either makes everyone's lives easier, or it plays around with a part of the game that hasn't really been touched before, and I'm here for it. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one, and good night.